budget family. This is Andrea with Budgeting Sweet Cecile. I've come to cash stuff some of the challenges that I do every month. I think I've told you in a previous video that I have a monthly binder of challenges that I try and do my best to stuff every month. And and there are challenges like my no spend and stuff that I'm using for different sinking funds and different challenges that I'm working on. So today I'm going to do my best to stuff. I think it's just over 2,500. And then I also need to stuff my wallet, which is another 400. So in total I have here $3,105 or $3,106. I can't remember exactly, but we are going to stuff that and stuff my wallet as well, and we will go from there. Although my wallet is going to get a little bit less because I did stop to buy some batteries on the way home. But anyway, we're going to get started and we'll see where we're at. So first off, I'm going to count the funds. Let me get some sort quick because that always helps us move the money around a little bit easier. And then we will begin. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 in 100s. So that's 2,200. 2250, 23, 2350, 24, 50, 25, 50, 26, 50, 27, so that's 2,700. And 20s, 27, 20, 40, 60, 80, 28, 20, 40, 60, 80, 29, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3,000, 20, 40, 60, so that's 3,060. 70, 80, 90, 31, 10, 20, 30, that's 3130, 5, 40, 5, 50, 5, 60, 3160. Is that 3160? I can't remember if that's... I feel like I've made a mistake. 3160, 2, 4, 6, 8, 70, 2, 4, 6, 3176, 77, 78, 79, 80, 3181, and then that bill that I bought, let's see here, 3181, I bought some batteries. I just need to make sure this math, so that's 3181 plus 25, 86. Yeah, it's 3206 is what I had, and I spent 25. All right, so 3206 is the total, and so minus that was 3170, 3181, I believe. Anyway, let me just put this change back here, and we are going to get started. So I have my little cheat sheet of where I'm putting what funds. Anything that I finish, we will ring the bell, and I think I need to keep this close by. I'm actually just going to keep this coin up top here and pull from it when I actually need it. And keep those loonies. These are our loonies and toonies we have in Canada. I try not to stuff these in my binders because they are a nightmare. All right, so in this book we have some challenges. And I'm going to do my best to update my tracker at the same time. So I have my markers here, wet erase and dry erase, and let's start. So the first one we're going to do is my no spend challenge, and I have off to the side my bank binder because there is some money in the bank binder that I need to get for some of these, things, and also some that I need to put in there. So on this one, we're doing September's no spend and the beginning of October's no spend. And in September, we had already stuffed $11. So I'm gonna take the cash out because we're gonna finish that. And for September, we owed $94. So I am getting that out in a 50, 20, 20s. How much is it? 94? 90, and then 2 2s. 94. So this 94, where did I put the calculator? Oh my God. Here it is. So the 94 plus the 11 is going to give us 105, which is what I owed for my no spend. So let me get the prop out of my binder and we will finish. Give me a second. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. This is money that I had in my binder that I took out and put it with top. So we had $11. Let me get that Louis. I already had $11, so that represents this prop. We'll take that out. So this should be $105. Yeah, there it is. 105. So that is this challenge complete. This September one. Yay! I'm gonna put that back and grab another 5. We're gonna finish most of these challenges today, so I'm gonna take a bunch of these out and stick them there because we are going to need them. $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, $105. That needs to go on this. And that is complete. We'll put that up here. And then for the other one, I need $34. So that's a 20, a 10, and 2 unis. 2 tunis to go into my binder because this month is not complete. Is what we are stuffing for that. I will clean off this momentarily. You know, I had why can I never find what I'm looking for? My little thing to clean this off to say that to indicate that I've done the deed. Left it blank to put that back in here. Okay. The next challenge is 54 Sundays. And 54 Sundays needs to get $28 for September. So 25, 26, 27, and 28. So that finishes September's. Yay. I had previously put in the $42 in my Build-A-Bank, so I'm not going to include that here because it's already been stuffed into the vault. I'm going to put these like that, and I'm going to write myself a quick little note to say that we've put 28, 54 Sundays. And this is going to be a B. This is going to get stuffed into Build-A-Bank on when I do my closeout for the month. I feel like I'm going to put this up here with this one. Okay, yay, that's done. And then we need to add $62 for the rest of this. I'm going to cross this off. and we're going to cross off the 5, the 12, the 19, and the 26, and we're going to do all of October, 50, 60, and 2. So we're going to finish this one as well. So I'm also going to add this to a little note that says 54 Sundays. This is October, an amount of 62, and this is for Build-A-Bank as well. Yay! Little toonies are slippery. Oh my gosh. This is why I can't stand using these coins. We need to have a better way. And let me stick this also. In there so that it can stay put. There. Okay. So 54 Sundays is now complete for the month of October. And the next time we'll be in here, it will be in November. And in November, we're gonna need to save $80 because there's 5 Sundays in November. So we'll leave that. So that is now complete. The next one we have is my daily monthly challenge, and we're gonna do 2. One is for September, and we needed to save $108. Let's see here. I forgot to write down what I've been doing here. So give me a second because I'm gonna write it in. Let's see, the no spend, we did that. So, and we completed it. So we are going to highlight it to say that it's done. These orange is completed challenges. Because once we've completed them, we still have to stuff the ding, ding, ding and wait till the very end. 54 Sundays was also completed. And in that one, we added 62. Also added 28, so it's a total of 90. And the pre-balance before, we've already used it to build a bank, so I can't add that. That's complete. Now, daily monthly, we are going to put in 108, and we're also going to put in 170. So the 108 is the part that's completed, and the 170 is going towards the rest of October. So 100, 5, 6, 7, and 8 is going to go into September's one. And for the September tracker, we need to color in these to indicate that we've completed it. That's what lets me know that I've done it already. Yay! I'm gonna make that dry. And then for the October one, we need 170. So it's 100, a 50, and a 20 will be the 170. Okay, so on the back of this, I'm going to put that we're using $108 used for Build-A-Bank. This is 1710. And this is for cycle 5 that we just completed. I used this for. This 170 is going to go back in here because this still needs to be completed. So we still have $140 to bring into this for the next time I am paid at the end of the month. Okay, so our next challenge is for Wordle. Now in Wordle, we needed 77 to complete chapter 17, September's. Let me just color this off. Now it's done. We need 77 for this, so 50, 60, 70, 5, and 6 and 7. So that is this September one done. Yay! Takes care of that. And then I only did it until the 10th, and we need $46 for this. So we're going to take two 20s, a 5 and a 1, and we're going to stuff this into this. And that's going to go in the front of that. So that's Wordle done. So we did 77 and we did 46. So the 77 is the part that's completed, and the rest is just still stuffed. Okay, our next one is the character save that I collect. So September's was $55 and we've already done 110. So I need 55 for that one. So this is now complete. Yay! These were all supposed to be done last month, and because I didn't work, we're gonna color this in to indicate that we finished it. That's done. And then so I was putting in 175, let's see, 175 minus 55. We're putting in 120 because we're going to do 2 for the month for the first one of these. And I feel like I'm going to color this in yellow for the bananas. Oh no, this is Sharpie. Oh no, Sharpie on matte. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I gotta get that off because I forgot Sharpie does not like matte lamination, and it's gonna stain. It's gonna stain, and I don't want it to stain. Oh crap. Okay, I see what I can use instead. I don't want it to ruin my challenge, and it will absolutely ruin the challenge. It does not like. Sharpie and Matt are not friends. They do not like each other. I forgot. I need to use this one. This is wet erase instead. How did I forget that, Andrea? Let's see here. It does the same thing, but for whatever reason, the wet erase does it so much better, and it comes off easier, and it doesn't ruin your challenges, because I like to use these next year. All right, so we're putting in $120 into this one, and that is going to go back in this box, back in this envelope, and we're going to put that in the front. Okay, so that's that one done. We write that all down. We did 55 and 120. The 55 is what is complete, and the 120 is stuffed. Okay. Okay. Monthly save is my next one. This one is a challenge that I created that saves the number of the month and doubles it and then triples it and then times 4 and then times 5 for the 5 dots in each one. So September is 63 that I owe it. So 50, a 10, 2, and 3 is going to get added to the September one, because I've already saved the 45 and the 27, and now I'm saving the 36, the 18, and the 9. So yay, that one is complete. And because this is shiny lamination or glossy lamination, I can use the Sharpies on this one, although I still use my wet erase because that's what's easiest. Color in those circles. Those are complete. And then for October, we are doing, how much did I say I was going to do for October? $100, because we're saving for two paycheck stuffings. And so we're just going to put in the 100 directly. And that is going to go in the back of this. So we're going to color off the 50, the 30, and the 20. This one is going to save $150 by the end of it. So great. This can go into here. And I use this money to play my savings games. It's earmarked for Christmas games. I had it for Christmas in July, but I am still using it to play my Christmas games. So I kind of save the challenge because this one is saving so much, and then use it to play the games in my Christmas binder. It works because there's so much to save, and you know, you can only save so much, right? There's only so much money to go around, and so if you want to have fun with it, that's my way of having fun. So I focus on trying to save these as the big challenges. So when I save each month, the big savings is usually from these monthlies, and then I'm able to play. All right, so the 63 is the challenge that finished this month for September. So that's complete. And then the rest of it has been stuffed for the end of October. I mean, these are all gonna get unstuffed at the end of October, but you know. The next one is Oh, so this one is a big whopper. This one is my 5K savings challenge that I have that I wasn't able to stuff last month at all, and I'm gonna do my best to try and stuff the next little bit of it. So $305 is what I need to stuff. Is it 305? Hold on. I'm stuffing 330. Oh, I'm trying to do half of this. So 320 and 340 is a lot. It's $660. So I'm trying to stuff 330 for this one, and I'm still trying to stuff the other 300 for this one. So $300 is going to go into the September challenge. So that's these 300. And I use this challenge to, I had this earmarked for home maintenance. It's one of my sinking funds. And I have challenges that I like, box challenges that I will use for that. But I, in order for me to be able to play with the money, I need to save it in one thing and count that savings and then go play with it, so to speak. Anyway, so let me color these in. The 75, this one is gonna save a mint by the end of it. This challenge is super huge and it's super challenging, but if I'm able to save it, and it increasingly gets more difficult as the months go by because the numbers are getting larger and larger and larger. It's best to try and chip away when the numbers are small at the beginning of the year. It's best to try and chip away at some of the larger ones at the end of the year because it's really hard. Of course, with Christmas coming and New Year's coming and Thanksgiving coming and all of those things coming, especially it's Black Friday coming also, where you're spending money on other things, it's hard to save this. So, yay, that's done. All right, our next one is the 330. So we're gonna take 1, 2, and 3, 20, and 10, and save 330 into this challenge. So I'm gonna put that into this. And we're gonna color off. This is 85. I think we're going to color off 2 85s and 2 80s, and that should be half, right? That should do it. So we're going to do the 85 and the 85, and we'll do 80 and 80. This does not. I wonder if I do a Sharpie on it instead. It's not, it's making a mess. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Let's try Sharpie instead. And see, it got on my binder already. Get that off too. Let's try purple. If this works better. Oh yeah, that works a lot better. So let me dry that, and then we'll do the other side. All right, so in this one now, we've put in 300, and we've put 330. So 300 is complete. That completes September, and then this one completes the rest. Okay. We're also going to take this off. Clean off my challenges. Let that dry for a minute. Okay, our next challenge is my monthly savings challenge that I created, and it has a fake 50, so we're going to swap it out for a real 50, and we're going to finish off this challenge for September. So September needs another $50, so there's the 50, since it saves 100, because each one is 5, and we did 10 for 50, and we're going to do the other 10. So I'm going to save that and color these off. So then this challenge is complete also. Yay! We're finishing a whole bunch of stuff this day. Okay, I'm gonna stick this back in here. Okay. All right, so this one I am using to play the game Destroy the Debt by Shalonda. I think I've got a video out on my challenge channel where I've done that already. And it was a lot of fun, I have to say. Her challenge is amazing, actually. And so let me color these in. Okay, so this challenge is complete and it's dried. Yay! This one saved us, let's see here. This one saved us 100. Hi family, sorry we got a little bit interrupted by a phone call. But as I was saying before, we finished this challenge and we are working on the October one. The October one, I'm putting in $60 into this one to cover the paycheck from 2 weeks ago and this paycheck, and then I'll still have 1 more week left. So I'm gonna color this in.
And I'm gonna try and color it in with orange, the orange pumpkins. Each of these is $5, so it's gonna save us a total of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It's gonna be an $80 challenge. Save $80, this thing will save us. And so we're gonna save 60 for now. Maybe during this I'll speed this up and play back. You don't have to watch me coloring. Okay.
I'll let that dry for a quick second and we're gonna take a 5 and a 50 and a 10 for $60, and we're gonna put that into here. And we will put this in here as well. And at the end of the month, we will unstuff that. The next challenge we have, so that 100 was the part that was completed, and the rest has just been stuffed. All right, the next challenge I have is my 2025 and 2025. So this will save 2025. Well, not each month, but it has, you know, different denominations. So September's challenge was going to save us $100, and October's challenge, we're going to do 150. The total savings for the month is 200, but we'll do 150 to cover off 3 weeks of the stuff. So let me take this. This is a prop 50. I'm going to bring in my real 50, and we are going to add to this 100. So I'm going to take this out and add the 100, and then this challenge is complete. We'll end that here, and I'm going to color in
the rest of this to make it the 100. So that's going to dry.
And then for October, we're going to put in 150. So I'm going to take that other 50 and this one, and we're going to put it into the back here.
So let's color off. We're saving ourselves $50, so we're going to color off the first 4 rows. So the 10s, the 5s, put these challenges on my Ko-Fi shop. I have them in a bundle. I can't remember how much I said they put them as a price. Maybe $5 or so. I don't remember exactly how much I put them on for sale. But they're in my Ko-Fi shop. Okay. So we're gonna
let that dry. This one is complete. Well, I'll put that up there. So we, that's the part that's completed. And then the rest of this has been stuffed. Okay. I'm going to clean off this for next month. Okay. That's going to go inside here when that thing is dry. Okay. And this can go in here now. Now, this next challenge is an alphabet challenge. This alphabet challenge is from, I want to say it's Ali Bear Budgets. I think it's Ali Bear Budgets. I feel like I've told you guys in the past with some of the challenges when I started the community in January of last year, of this year. I didn't have any money to save and buy anybody's challenges, and so I looked at their challenges and would recreate them in Canva on my own. So this is her alphabet monthly, where you're saving the letters of the month with their position in the alphabet. So, you know, a C is the third letter of the alphabet, so it gives a number 3. So for October, we're saving half of the month, and for September I need to finish saving. So in September I need to add $50 to this $50, so that's going to be 103. So I'm going to take this 50 and put it back, and take 100 and take $3 and put that towards September. And I'm going to have to put it on a sticky note because this challenge tracker is not complete. We're going to call this Alphabet Monthly. And September was going to save us $103 for those letters. This is being used to support Destroy the Debt. That challenge by Shalonda. So I'm going to put that on here. We need a few more of these. This takes care of September, so that one is done. I'm going to add it to this just because it doesn't have much, there's no challenge to add it to, so just so it will stand up. Hey, that's done. So September is done.
And then for October,
we're saving $53, so again, the 50 and the 3. And that's going to go into the back of here. And we're going to color off the ones that I've highlighted with the black. And that leaves us with $25 left to put into it for $78 total for October. Put that there. Clean that off and put that in there as well. So that takes care of that one. So in that one, the 103 is complete, and the rest of it, the 53, has been stuffed. Okay. Okay, our next challenge is this one from Andrea at No Bucks Given, and we're doing her September, finishing out her September one. In September's, I owe $115, of which 55, let's see, 125 minus 55, right. So we're putting in $55, so we're gonna take a 50, and I need to break this to get a 5. So let me do that. We need $55 for this to go into this challenge. And this one is being used for Build-A-Bank. So that's now complete. Yay! So this is 55. And we're going to put 70 into the October one, which is going to take a 50 and a 10. And we'll put that into this. And maybe I'll color this offline, because what I've been doing is coloring in the tracker. And because it is September and October, I was doing I don't remember what color I used. I hope it's this one to do the 2s. I don't think this is the right color, but oh well, if it's
butterflies for $5. And then the letters were a different cost. Let's do red for letters. It's very rudimentary, it's not very neat. Sorry, you guys are having to watch that. Anyway. I don't know how to make it faster. Maybe I'll speed this up on the after play. I saved everything. All of this costs dollars and helps me save 100. It saves the base price that it will save is 75. And then when you add all the bonuses, it gets you to 115 if you want me. So that is that. So this
is 55 that we're adding to this challenge. That is complete. And then we were adding the 70 to this one. Is it 70 or is it 60? I put in 60. It actually is a 70. So let's put in the 20. Now on this one, I will color it after because I want it to be a little bit neater than what I just did. So I'm going to put this back, put that back behind it, and we'll clean off this little OIOB. I'm ready for next month. We'll put that back in there. And so then that is that challenge. Now the 55 was the part that was completed. The 70 is what has been stuffed. Okay, so that's complete. Now, this last one is called Hello Seasons. And previously in September, and I feel like I colored this in orange. Previously in September, we saved the 70, the 80, the 90, and the 60 for $300. That was back in September. And then at last paycheck, I used $100, which I didn't stuff, but because it stayed in the bank. But the $100 was for the rest of this challenge. Okay, so that's the 45 in the bank. So there's $100 that I took out of the bank now to complete this. So this is now complete. Yay. For Hello Seasons. So that's that one complete. So that's 100 that went into that for September. Now, this challenge is a challenge that I actually made it a bigger one and made it available on my Ko-fi shop. It's Autumn Savings Challenge. And this totals about 126 if you save all the icons. And so my plan today was to redo that one. Or I feel like I made some challenges again on my Ko-fi shop, but they haven't been listed on my Ko-fi shop. I'm gonna pull them out here. Where did I put them? I made some challenges that I wanted to use for my seasons, Hello Seasons challenge because I try to use it to save as much as possible for the different box challenges that I like. And so I created this one for spring, which will come out in the spring when I do Hello Seasons for spring. I created this one for the summer, which I did use in the summer, but it looked a little bit differently. I've created now this one for the fall. So I'm going to use these ones. I'm going to laminate them. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to use these ones to laminate. Again, each one I usually save, because I'm in Canada, I save $5 for each icon. So each challenge will save me $125. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 25 times 5 is 125, and I've done that for all 3 of them. So all 3 challenges will save me, what, $375 in total, which is very close to what I saved for this one, which was $400. So I'm gonna do it again because we still have the month of November to get through for fall, and I'm still doing the Hello Seasons for fall right now. In December, I'll start again with the winter one that I have, and then this is the one that I created for winter. So these will come out in my Ko-Fi shop at some point, but right now, this is what I'm gonna use. So I wanna stuff for October, because I'm using this challenge to fund my health and medical sinking fund, and I used it for the autumn box by GB from Income Babe. So this challenge supports me playing that game. You can see those videos on my channel, but the funds that I've saved with the autumn box is going to support my health and medical sinking fund. So I'm putting into this because that box takes a lot of money, because we're using multiple dice and multipliers and all kinds of things, and I still have the month of November to collect for, so I need to save a whole bunch in this. I'm going to bring in $300 for October, plus the $126 that will be in this particular challenge in total. So that's $426 that I'm pulling in to bring for this for October. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 400, 20, 5, and where's my little one here, 26. That is what we're bringing into this fall box for the autumn box. I'm gonna fling this in here. I'm gonna fling this in here. I'm gonna fling this back in here because we are gonna do this game. And eventually I will, maybe today or possibly tomorrow, I will cut this out, laminate it, and put them in there because they are also what is being supported by those. I think I'll still have, what, $75 left to put in it with my next paycheck, and then those ones will be complete. But that is what I'm using for supporting my autumn box challenge. And so now that we have stuffed that, I believe we are close to the end. So this can go back in here. And so that is that. Let's see here. What am I trying to do here? The $100. So the autumn box here, that $100 that was from this challenge is for the autumn box. So I'm going to put that 100 down here. And we previously had 300 that we've already stuffed. And so this challenge is now complete for that. And then for this one, the 426 we put in. And that one is just stuffed because we are going to use that money towards the autumn box going forward. All right, so the next challenge that I have is this one called Monopoly Cash. I'm gonna close this up because it's not here. And actually, give me a second. You can still hear me, but I'm going to go get it because I forgot to bring it over. It's this challenge called Monopoly Cash that I got the idea from Celisa at, oh gosh, I feel like her channel is called Beautifully Me and You, I think. She showed you how to make envelopes, and so I made her challenge because, again, at the beginning of January, I can't afford to buy anybody's challenge, so I made a bunch of things. And so this challenge saves you about $800. And so I want to stuff the 35 and the 50 for this challenge. And I made it look like hers, although the color's off, but anyway. This is what you do when you don't have money to do all the things that you guys create. Amazing stuff. Anyway, so I want to do 50 and 35. So we're going to color off the 50 and we're going to color off the 35. And so we have the 50 and we have the 20. Again, I don't have the 5. Where's the 5? Oh gosh. I need to make some change again. Give me a second. Okay, so 2035. That's gonna go in this one. These were not easy to make, let me tell you. Oh my gosh. I like them, but not easy to make. So that's done, and then the 50 is done. Where is the opening? Oh, come, there we go. And so then now I have 60, 55, 75 and 85. So I will again try and do the smallest and the highest, and then the smallest and the highest. That is Monopoly Cash. Love it. It's gonna save me a good little chunk, and you know, you forget about it. You forget that it's there, and then at the end of it, you have like $800. It's awesome. So that's Monopoly Cash. So that's $85 that we've sunk into that. So that is stuffed, not complete, but stuffed. And then GB had something called Build a Fund before Build a Bank, and her Build a Fund was saving $35. She wanted you to do it fast in like in 30 days, no, in 90 days. And of course I can't do that right now because I don't have that kind of time. So again, I need to make some change to have the 35. So I need a 10, a 20, and a 5. Twice, 10, 20, and 5 to stuff for Build a Fund. So I'm going to put that off to the side. So that down here is this $70 here. So that has been stuffed. I'm going to put that into my bank binder and move it over to high yield shortly. And then the last thing, this should be $400 minus the 25 that I spent on my thing. So I have 300 to go into my wallet. 50, 20, and a 5, because I need to put it into my wallet. That's the money for the wallet, and that takes care of everything. In my wallet, let me pull out the wallet. We are putting in, I got this wallet from Amazon. It's one of those Bella Taylor ones. I love it. It has all of these pockets to do, right? And then your cards and stuff are in the front, which nobody needs to see, so you don't have to worry about people seeing your number online. Anyway, so for my first section is for gas, and for gas we're putting in $140. That's how much gas is super expensive here in Canada. 120. What else is getting? Where's my little breakdown? Shoot, give me a second, guys, because of course I forgot to bring the little breakdown of how I put and what I put. Let me take a quick peek here. Okay, so gas is getting 140. Groceries is getting 100. So let me go backwards. Groceries is getting 100. So we'll put 100 in there for groceries. Personal is getting 50. Put that 50 in there. Household and spending. Household gets 50. Spending gets 20, so that's 2070 minus that bill, which was what, $25.96. That's $44 that's going into that. So I need to break up. I need to break up 100. I need to break 100 because nothing else is cutting. Yeah, nothing else is cutting $100. So give me a minute to break up this 100. $20, $40, $60, $70, $80, $90, $100. Right, that's 100. Let's see here. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91. We'll take that 100 and put it in. Put it back where you bought it from. Okay, let's see now. We need 140 to go into gas. We need 40. That's built back. Let's leave that. 45. We need 20 for buffer and 24. Right. Okay. So gas is getting 140. So that's the 140 there. Groceries got 100, which is the 100 here. Personal got 50, which it got. Household and spending is getting what's left of that, so that's the 44. I'm gonna give it the 45. Buffer is getting 20, and eating out and coffee is getting 20. Like that. Okay, that's it. That's it. All the money is done. Everything has been allocated. Everything has been stuffed, and we can now go forth and play the games that we like to play. For the build a fund, I have a binder that I put this in, but I tend to put it in prop and put that back into my high yield because I don't want money sitting here. And same thing with the Monopoly Cash. So that binder is here. And I'm going to, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stuff it in here. We're going to stuff, and then off camera I will come back and take it out. So we put the 35 in one, and we put 35 in the next. And when I change it over to the prop cash, I will fill out my trackers and do that. So that's that. And I'll do the same thing for the Monopoly Cash. I will change that to prop. And that's it, guys. So that's the stuffing that I usually do on a Friday when I get paid. We have finished, oh my goodness, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 challenges. It's usually about what I finished. 13 challenges. And then there's some challenges that I have finished that are not here, but they were on my other stuffings. And those challenges were this one from my prayer, this one from coffee, and this one from coffee. So that's 13, that's 14, 15, 16. $16 I need to put into ding, ding, ding. So let me go and see if I can find the 16 to put into that. And we will find ding, ding, ding as well. And I usually get my ding, ding, ding money from this challenge from April at Fresh Start. Her son came up with this thing called Shoe IOU. So I shoe my IOUs with this. I take my ding 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 money out of this. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 12, 14, 16. We need $16 to put into ding ding ding. We need to fund this again because my IOUs are getting low. I only have about $8 left. All my spare change tends to go into this, but we'll use that to fund the ding ding ding. So there's the money to cover what I have put in so far for ding ding ding. Awesome. Yay. Yay, guys, we did it, we did it. We've done it, we've done all the things, all the money is gone. So thank you for sharing some time with me. This is a super long video. I think this one is 32 minutes and the other one is probably another 30 minutes. It's probably about an hour and a bit I've been doing this. So I'm gonna sign off and say bye. Have a great week and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.